kiss my dad on the lips, kiss my brothers on the lips, kiss my mom on the lips, full tongue, full tongue, full tongue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We
Please
are
God.
here. You got me. You got Amon Ross St. Brown.
Wait, you being serious?
I'm dead serious.
No, we started?
Yeah, I figured there was no better way to roll into it than talk about the funniest thing that has
Oh,
ever
no,
been said
cut
by
that.
a Detroit Lions receiver. I mean, Amon Ross St. Brown kisses his dad, kisses his mom, kisses his brothers.
Yes.
Was that all? Did he stop there, or did someone have to stop him?
I mean, he stopped there, but I think that's like bad enough.
But full
I
tongue.
mean, it is weird that he's like, and then he was like, we had to. He's like, my dad made us. It's like
My dad made us. My dad made us.
his dad's
You,
Tom Brady.
yeah, it's easy to make a Tom Brady joke, but then you look at something like that and it's like, okay, where do we go with that? Where do we go with Amon-Ra St. Brown and just admitting that? He didn't have to tell us that.
No, that's something that like you keep
Super private. In the
real
past.
private.
In the past.
Like, do
Super
you ever think
private in the
like
past.
do they like just do it for old time's sake?
That's the thing. Did he say like until blank?
He said until 14. So high school.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Okay. All
Like
right.
usually that stops at like before you can remember.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like I can't like I can't I don't remember.
I don't think I remember kissing my parents on the lips, especially not my
No.
siblings.
No, and I don't have siblings, so yeah, I definitely didn't do that. But yeah, no, we are back. We are here for a brand new episode. And if you were wondering, we were talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown, I guess kissing his family members before this episode started. And to be completely honest with you, at least he's a part of a family that loves him or
It's a loving
whatever.
family.
It's like that's the only type of rebuttal you'd get for, I guess, someone who's trying to find a positive in that, or wanted to like argue against.
There's really not much of. I mean, I would hope that he thinks that that's weird.
I don't know. The way he was talking, he was
No,
talking
but
about it
like
like
it's like hopefully it's one of those things like he doesn't do with
passed
his
down.
children.
I don't know, bro. The way he was talking about it like he was expecting everybody else to go, yeah, yeah, bro, me
Yeah,
too,
same, bro.
me too, yeah. No, that makes complete sense. I relate to that. Like nobody did. Nobody was like, yeah,
I can't
I get
relate to
that.
that.
Which was odd. And to be honest with you, that's not even one of the topics I had. I just randomly thought, oh yeah, remember what Amon-Ra St. Brown did? Um, so I
Yeah,
figured
as I
that.
was talking about, I didn't realize that we had started.
Yeah, no, I feel. Let me start as soon as Devin starts cosplaying as Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's not nice, dude.
So I felt it was just a nice little way to start the episode. But we
Cosplay a
are back.
word? I don't like that word, bro.
Cosplay is a word, but you weren't dressed up as him, so it was like the wrong word.
I'm not allowed to dress up as him.
No, but I mean, y'all, you guys' complexion's close. You wouldn't have to like. I mean, you could just
It's not
throw
that close.
You could just. He is very light skinned.
You're right.
He is super light skinned.
But it's a different type of complexion.
You see, you're splitting hairs. You're over here splitting hairs. All you had to do was throw a fucking stupid Lions jersey on and go, "I'm Mama St. Brown, kiss my daddy." You could just. You could have just went right along and been bro.
I'm never putting on a Lions jersey. I don't know if I've ever worn another football team's jersey.
I have.
Who?
Tim Tebow, Denver Broncos.
Fire.
Vernon Hargraves, Tampa Bay.
Fire. See, like I don't have a college. Like I'm never wearing like a fucking Diggs jersey.
Yes, that's the thing. Like I mean, if
or
they
a
weren't,
Boomer Esiason jersey.
oh, Cam Newton, Panthers. See, like yeah, if it's not like a player I liked already, who I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with them. Like yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
Here's a baseball throwback for anyone who likes baseball. Not Mikey. Mike Sweeney. I had a Mike Sweeney Seattle Mariners jersey. I think he was a Mariner.
Mike Sweeney. That's
It was from Goodwill.
Any relation to Sydney?
Lord, I hope not.
Because
I
that
feel
now we're making connections. But yeah, no, and nobody else's jersey I can think of. I think those were it. I think it was Tim, Vernon, and Cam, and that was it. Everything else is Ravens jersey hung up. Now you want
you've
to go
never
in?
worn a Steelers jersey.
Definitely never a Steelers jersey. No, surprisingly enough. Speaking of, I wasn't gonna say the Steelers. I was actually gonna speak of another team in Pennsylvania, Philly. Because now if we did this episode a couple days ago, we were gonna talk about how stupid it was that they were gonna be voting for the tush push ban again.
Well, I
Now,
mean, I feel like we've already talked about how stupid it is to ban it or even think about banning it. But
yeah, but then they had their meeting and they didn't vote. They didn't get enough votes, and then we were like, "All right, cool, it's over." And then they had their spring meeting, I guess, in Minnesota, and they were pressing again. I guess Green Bay. Who now? If I'm Green Bay, if I'm a Green Bay fan, I'm super embarrassed because like
you have to be.
All Green Bay and other teams have done this offseason is what just complained
Complain.
about a 1 yard fucking play.
Yes.
Like okay, so you're telling me like this is how confident. So the lack of confidence for the Green Bay Packers is we had a quarterback whose throwing arm did not work in the playoffs, but we probably would have won if the tush push wasn't a thing.
Yep.
Like why are we like it's just it's incredible or other teams that are pushing for the tush push. I'm not sure exactly who all is on that list who were voting to ban it, but like I mean there's no way Detroit is actually sitting there like, well, if the tush push wasn't a thing, we would have definitely gotten through Washington. It's like what
Exactly.
like in what world did any team ultimately lose to the tush push? It's a one like the fact
Not in
that
the playoffs, but I mean, there are probably some games where it made an impact, but it's a football play.
it's a 1 yard play. What impact is that not? What
It's a football play.
I just like what is impact now in the NFL? I mean, so a 1 yard play where a quarterback gets pushed for a yard or two on a QB sneak. It's like because had the Packers listed their reasoning for banning it were because of player safety and pace of play. Um,
Pace of play is bullshit,
so pace
and
of
player
play
safety, no one's gotten injured doing it.
now pace of play to me if I had to argue against that. Now I don't know exactly what they mean by pace of play. Like, do they literally just mean it is fucking up the pace of play by
They're
running a
saying that
QB
it
sneak?
takes long, but if the clock is running, then
Okay, so like it's 20. I hate that this is like my thing that I just say the year, but it's
no, this is your
2025.
thing. Yeah,
It's 2025. Every sideline has somebody who's specifically managing the clock.
mm-hmm.
Like that's a thing. Like specifically designing your entire drive based on how you want just to milk the clock or to go the opposite route and beat the clock. I mean it's just
but the
what
clock
what
doesn't stop.
what play
It's a running play. It's a
like
rushing play, so the clock will not stop. They're not running tush pushes out of bounds, so pace of play, if anything, would increase,
but I'm saying if a tush push
decrease.
is if if a tush push is it affects the pace of play and also affects player safety, then I mean, ultimately, you need to ban kneels. Like if a quarterback kneels down, that
Spikes.
shouldn't be allowed because that affects the
That's
pace of
wasting
play.
clock. Spike.
That's wasting
Stopping
clock.
clocks. You know what you could
And
get rid of? Timeouts. Timeouts. You can't have. Get rid of timeouts.
and why would you spike it or take a kneel? Because what if you know what's dangerous? What if somebody on defense didn't know and he just goes and bull rushes your left tackle and now your left tackle's hurt. Oh, player safety. We can't kneel no more. Oh wait. Are you sliding before you got to the end zone to milk the clock more? Wait. Are
You
you
no wait. We're gonna make you score a touchdown.
Wait, are you winning right now? And you're gonna slide to milk the clock and make the other team
Don't
force
you
them to take the
dare.
timeout
Don't
and
you
affect the pace of
dare.
play? But you can do that all day. But if you have a 1 yard play design where your fucking running back and tight end's gonna push your quarterback for a yard, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I mean that's how they look. I mean that is genuinely
But
how
no,
they
I
look
mean,
at
quite literally, like, you would have to. Well, I mean, what's the rule now? You can't pull your players,
you can't pull.
but you can
Which
push.
I
But
mean
if you were to ban the tush push, you would have to ban in a live play, like O
pushing,
lineman pushing players
which is
or
like
anyone pushing anybody,
which I think is a great part of the game. Why? I
which
mean,
is legal.
you got these big ass buffaloes just in the middle of the field. It's like, yeah, no, if my
Pushing,
running back is, yeah, it's like, how many times have we seen an entire pile continue to move?
move.
Like, it's like this is football.
Exactly. Now,
This,
granted, pulling can't pull. Pulling's bad. Pulling's dangerous. Whatever. Push, you can push.
sorry,
Like
you're
you
right. You're right.
can't pull guys into the end zone, but you can
For a
pull them.
second, I thought of like a guard
No,
pulling.
no, not a
I'm
guard
like,
pull.
what
No,
are you talking about?
no. But no, yeah, you can't physically grab someone by the jersey and pull them into the end
You
zone. But
can though. You can though.
can you?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of what the rule is
No.
now.
The pulling and pushing thing has been out of the league since like 20 something. I remember
Okay, so
they
you can pull.
so because if you remember, I think it was the Lions. Was it David? Who's the other running back? Not Gibbs, but
David Montgomery
I think it was Montgomery. Like I
or Jameson
vividly,
Williams.
I
Not Jameson
vividly,
Williams. Jamal Williams.
I can vividly see like some running back like going in and the lineman like pulling him over the goal line, like
Mm.
over the goal line. Like
Oh, maybe you can.
like that's a
I feel
thing.
like you
Like
can
that
pull their
is,
shoulder pads.
which is like boo fucking who. You know what else? You know what else the defensive players can do? Pull them the other way.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the
It's
fact
football.
that like if
Now,
I'm a Green Bay fan, I'm so scared because I know that my team has spent all offseason instead of scheming against a QB sneak, they've been
or scheming to make one.
they've been writing up fucking like reports to the NFL. I'm like, this is why you need to ban it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be ashamed.
Now, like in my opinion, I think a reason, if you were to ban it, I think a reason to ban it would be just fucking boring.
But
That's it.
okay, but I'm saying like,
But it like there's a ton of plays in football that are boring.
but okay,
A
so the
regular
Eagles,
QB sneak is boring. Fucking a dive half the time is boring.
were boring this year.
Hell no.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, because one play in your arsenal is boring. We can anywhere down the. Okay, you know what's boring? When we motion Mark Andrews over to QB sneak. That's
Yeah.
boring. That's
Yeah.
boring. Are the Ravens fucking boring when they're on offense?
Fuck no.
I don't think so. Maybe they are because they let Mark Andrews run QB sneak sometimes. It's like there's literally no argument that's like, yeah, you know the QB sneak, the tush push should be banned. I mean, there is the amount of success you can have from just running a plain old QB sneak. It's still up there.
But
You can
why just the
run.
Packers? Were the Packers the only ones who else voted against it?
I don't know if that's public, but
Should be.
who voted to ban tush push? It seems like the Packers are the head, like they're the ones who are like, we need to get this shit out of there. Which still, it's like if I'm the Packers, I have the biggest excuse in the world for this past season. Our quarterback's right hand stopped working. His throwing hand stopped working. Half of it would not bend.
Yep.
And we're over here complaining about a fucking tush push.
Do you think this came from the citizens of Green Bay?
That is funny as shit because I was thinking like, wait, so is this just all the fans? Like,
Yeah, did every fan go, fuck the Eagles? Fuck the
all right,
Eagles.
let's see. Oh, it looks like okay. For some reason, I'm seeing Jason Kelsey's name pop up during this meeting. It sounds like he even.
Yeah, I heard there was something about Kelsey.
All right, let's see. So, despite some late momentum, they've popularized did not receive enough votes at the spring meeting Wednesday. It's not disappointing for me for the committees that did the work. Chairman said it takes 24 votes to pass anything. We don't set a low bar. To help his fellow team, who Jason Kelsey walked into the meeting 10 minutes before the Wednesday session began. Lori started by making an impassioned speech in defense of the play that lasted close to an hour. Kelsey followed Lori with a detailed presentation that included using game clips to specifically highlight the mechanics of the play and allay safety concerns. While some owners said they didn't feel the vote total was impacted by Kelsey's speech, others expressed an appreciation for having a player's perspective. I think the biggest point I took away from it is he's a player. Dallas Cowboys executive Stephen Jones said, all right, so it looks like I guess the Cowboys didn't vote on it. All right, the 10 teams to vote against the proposal.
Cool.
Wait.
Please don't be us.
Hold on. No. The 10 teams to vote against the proposal, sources
Oh,
said. So these are 10 of the teams
wait, like only 10 teams or 10 of the teams?
The 10 teams to vote against the proposal.
So you're saying it was that close? You're saying
It
it was
was
22?
22 out of the 24 votes. Okay.
Never mind. These guys are fucking idiots.
Devin, I'm about to call you the fuck out. All right, so the 10 teams that decided
We're not on there?
Hold on. So these are the 10 teams, right? Okay. These are the 10 teams in the NFL who said, "We're not bitch made. We're not scared. Run the tush push all you want. We don't give a fuck."
Philadelphia.
Obviously, the Eagles. The Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens. They said, "We don't care. Run that shit all you want."
Cowboys.
No.
Chiefs.
No, I'm just gonna name them. You're not. I mean, no. Why would the
Let me
Chiefs
just name every
lost
NFL team?
Yeah, no. The Chiefs. No, the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Saints, the Jets, and the Titans.
Damn, so trash dookie teams.
So like the Steelers, Art Rooney said, "I don't think it's the end of the world if it's not banned. I was for the ban, but even if we pass the ban, we're still going to have quarterback sneaks in the game." So it's like even people who voted ban are like, I mean, it's still not going to change anything.
No, well, yeah, it's like voting fucking Republican in California.
Okay, but like low key on some like real, like on some actual like not even on some conspiracy shit, but like you would think like in the future, Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles, kind of got to look out for these 9 other teams that voted for your like one of your favorite
What
players.
do they know?
I'm just saying it's like I'm just saying
now
it's like
it is the Browns, the Jags, the fucking Titans.
If the Eagles, maybe have somebody that they're willing to trade, it's like maybe give us a call first. It's like, yo, we voted to keep the tush push. Like,
I was more thinking like,
no, I'm not
if
thinking
they figured out a way to.
No.
Fucking stop it.
No. I'm saying like
you're saying this is a favor.
I'm saying like a favor for a favor. Like just down the line, it might just be something where it's like, yeah, we appreciate that. Here's an extra 3rd round pick for whatever trade this was, blah blah blah, whatever.
You're telling me 25 teams voted to ban a hip drop tackle?
20. Yeah, I guess. Which it's crazy. 22 teams voted to ban this play. That is insane. That's sad.
Magic Johnson voted to ban the tush push, which is how he got AIDS.
Magic Johnson is a bitch. That's crazy. Wow. Washington voted to get rid of the tush push. Which, well, yeah, I guess every team in the NFC East is gonna vote. No team in the NFC East said, "Yeah, run that shit."
True.
Yeah, no Giants, no Cowboys. Even though I guess it looks like the Cowboys were. So that's the thing. It's like the Cowboys liked what Jason Kelsey said, and still.
I feel like every team was like, "Yeah, we don't really care, but it would be nice if it was gone."
I don't know. I don't think
except for the Packers, who were like, "This fucking godforsaken fucking play." Lombardi didn't fight for this.
I think Philly wins the Super Bowl.
Dude, if Lombardi had this in the bag, he's running it every fucking play.
Okay, but it's like, so we're talking about an offense where Saquon Barkley ran for 2,000 yards. It's like, you don't think he could have just ran for those yards?
He very well could have.
Or in a crazy world where, you have a quarterback that squats like 500 pounds. Why don't people talk about that?
No one talks about that. It's
Like,
just him who squats 600 fucking pounds.
okay, it's like, oh, well, why is Lamar Jackson like so great like at like running the ball? It's like, oh, because he's like fast and agile. It's like, okay, so why is Jalen Hurts able to like move a pile of football players? It's like, well, go because he squats 500 pounds. So like that's a big reason why he can just get
But I
low and
mean, that's
push.
negated by two defensive linemen.
Sure, but I mean, if we're just
But whilst being pushed by two, three other guys.
it,
But honestly, the play is less of like him being pushed, and it's more of the O lineman just hitting the turf and pushing.
bro, it's a QB sneak with somebody behind the quarterback pushing him.
It's just a good QB sneak.
And to be honest with you, if you want to go back and watch tush pushes, those pushes aren't doing shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like the pushes from behind aren't.
I mean, they're just
Half the time they're slipping off of him or falling into him or whatever.
or they're just like kind of just there. Like they're not really. It's not like
All of the real
Saquon's.
work happens on the O line.
Yeah, it's a fucking it's a
It's yeah,
great
no, it's
it's an
hurts in the O line.
amazing offensive line with a fucking quarterback who is strong as shit. His legs are strong as shit. They run and they run a QB sneak.
I want to
It's
see them run a tush push without the tush push.
What do you mean? Oh, without the push?
Without the push, I mean, I bet it'll be just as effective
I bet they're gonna do it out of spite,
as they should.
and
Because
I think
like what are you banning? Are you banning the entire play itself, or are you banning getting touched in the butt?
it's like, all right, so let's not have a tight end behind us to push Jalen Hurts, and I bet we'll still get this 4th and 1
Yeah,
converted.
it is funny how
Um,
like it's called the tush push, and everyone calls it the tush push.
yeah, like no, like people were like, no. Well, it was crazy that that's what like because it could have been brotherly shove. They were like, no, we want tush push.
Well, it was tush push first, and then
I don't know. It was I felt like brotherly shove was like early, like when it first when like I'm saying when people were still workshopping the
maybe
name. Like
sure.
I remember the brotherly shove was a thing, but then tush push like it just took it and ran with that shit.
And then they were like,
Um,
"Why do you call it? Why do they call it the tush push?" Jimmy Fallon just asking stupid questions. It's like, because he shoves his hand on my butt and pushes me.
all right. So before we talk about the conference finals, I guess we gotta give our farewell to the Denver Nuggets because they decided to
Sorry, Russ.
show up and shit the bed. They showed up and shit the bed. So let's have a
They showed up and got beat by the MVP.
now. Okay, how do I
Have
tiptoe
you looked
around
at the
this?
internet today and yesterday?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like I don't care. I mean, it's
No, I think it's awesome.
like what about him winning MVP?
No, about him like just never getting like actually fouled.
Oh, oh. So yeah,
Mister
I
Free
mean,
Throw Demon. Yeah.
you're segueing me into my rant.
Oh,
You're
perfect.
segueing me right into my rant.
Perfect.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to find a way to tiptoe around this. Where, like, all right, it's like no matter what, if you're at your highest of highs success wise, then you're gonna be talked about the most, like in terms of like popularity. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about SGA more than we normally would.
Well, it's like when SGA wasn't MVP or MVP caliber, I don't give a fuck if he drew a few illegitimate fouls.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, oh, you're the most valuable player.
Mm-hmm.
You're driving into the paint and everyone's doing this, and you're still
Mm-hmm.
getting the foul call.
Mm-hmm.
Literally allowing you to trip yourself.
So no, I'm not hating on SGA.
He's
Yes,
still like that. He's still nice.
like the fact that we still have to say this is like, okay, he's in the NBA, he's the MVP, he's great, like he's amazing. Even though people tell me that my favorite player of all time's MVP doesn't mean fucking jack shit. It's like it only works for certain players.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but SGA MVP, yes, he's a fantastic basketball player. He's also he might be one of the most ridiculous foul baiters of all time. And that's
Like
not. I mean,
this is worse than James Harden and Chris
oh,
Paul.
James Harden was my exact example of why James was way more entertaining as a basketball player, even at his prime of foul baiting. Bro, he was baiting from the free throw
3-point
line,
line.
backing up, cashing out from three, and then sticking a leg out while he was doing it. He was
He
pulling
was
off
baiting 4-point plays. He wasn't baiting, ooh, I got fouled in the paint because I can't make a layup.
like
Andy
SGA.
Reese ass shit.
SGA kind of just attacks the paint and just chucks it at the rim and gets fouled.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that's all he does, but that's like a big part of his game.
When you get to shoot 10 plus free throws a game, you might score 30 points a game.
You might.
He
But it's
does.
just it's very odd that like the problem with SGA is it's like I don't see it. And when I mean it, I mean like it. Like I don't see it. Like the same way Jokic, was winning MVP
Yep.
but wasn't the face of the NBA.
Yep.
SGA isn't the face of the NBA.
But I don't see it in terms of basketball. Like, I see it for Jokic. Like, again, it's not exciting or cool or whatever, but he backs you down, drops it in. He plays good basketball. He makes crazy passes and rebounds like a motherfucker and
Mm.
scores like a motherfucker. But I don't know. It's kind of the same way I feel about like guys like Brunson and Halliburton and shit, where it's like there's not that to your game half the time. There's some cool shit that you do and whatever, but
I don't know. I don't know the run that Halliburton's
but
on right
when we
now.
look back, we're not going to be putting Brunson and Halliburton and SGA in the tier of KD's and Steph's and LeBron's and true MVP and
We gon'
Harden's and like elite scorers and elite basketball players. They're very good. They're incredible, but I don't know. It doesn't feel the same.
but it's not. That's what I'm saying. SGA winning MVP. It didn't like okay when Jokic was winning MVP. Everybody thought that it was a bigs league. They were like, oh well, it's a big man's league.
Yep.
And then it turns out it was like, well, Denver got what one chip out of that run, out of
Yep.
that, out of all that success from Jokic, and now you got SGA, and now everybody's like, oh, and they're looking at the conference finals matchups, and they're like, look, it's a guards league, it's a guards league.
Yep.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's not a bigs league in the NBA. It's not a guards league in the NBA. It's a good teams league
You're right.
in the NBA.
I think that's what they're trying to do.
SGA is a super fundamental guard who fouls, who baits
Draws
fouls,
fouls.
who draws fouls like a center,
Sure.
and that's
Like
and
Embiid.
he's on a very good team.
Yes.
But then you look at the difference
Jokic
between like
on a very good team. Like, I'm not saying Jokic couldn't translate, but none of us are looking at Jokic and going, we can place him anywhere and he's going to fucking bring a team to the finals or the conference finals or whatever.
oh yeah, I mean you definitely need your you need your pieces. You need your all these guys need something. I mean, it's not like but then when I look at like I don't know, there's something different about and I think it truly does have something to do with play style where it's like you look at Ant where it's like, okay, Timberwolves are good. They're a good team.
Yeah.
There's something about Anthony Edwards where it's just like the way that motherfucker plays is like you already face of the NBA. You are the next
But
face of the NBA.
he plays exciting he's slamming in your fucking face. He
Mm-hmm.
shoots the three ball like a motherfucker.
And
Got a little bit of a handle.
what's holding Tatum back from being the face of the NBA? People say he's on a great team. How can
Personality.
well, I guess, but I was saying more he's on a great team, and that's
No, he's
people's
on
argument.
a spectacular team.
But that's the thing. It's like no matter what, Tatum's not going to get his flowers the way that people give him to Ant. But I don't think that SGA gets him the same way Ant gets him.
But the fact, I don't know. I'm torn with the whole MVP thing because it's like I get it. SGA had a crazy year statistically on the best team in the league. But in a real conversation, I still have Tatum above SGA
Over
and a
SGA.
ton of other guys.
But that's the thing. The
It
Thunder
it it,
are.
it's not truly like LeBron like being the best player in the world and just never winning MVP, but it kind of feels something like that.
But like the Thunder are good. They're a great team.
Very,
Period. Like you're right. Like I think there are more places in the NBA that you could take Tatum and put him on that team, and he could still be a face of the NBA. SGA, I think he could disappear, and
yeah,
that's not like that's the thing. Like he's a fucking MVP, and if he didn't win it, he was gonna be runner up MVP. He's obviously a fantastic basketball player, but we're talking
the
face
best.
of the NBA. We're talking the face of the NBA. And to me, these MVP winners, they're not the faces of the NBA, and that's fine.
No,
But we grew up in a time where it was like, no, like
every MVP was a face of the league.
yeah, like Braun when Braun was on his stretch, Braun was doing his shit. We knew who the face of the NBA was, and we knew bro was an MVP. We knew KD, we knew Steph Curry. Shit, when KD left and Russ was like, oh okay, I'll just be like the greatest person to ever walk through this city
Yeah,
ever, and become the face of a fucking franchise. Like it's like I just I don't know.
but even when like Giannis would win MVPs, it still didn't feel like it does now.
Giannis,
I still like Giannis went back to back, but the basketball that he was playing then it was believable.
Giannis,
But
yeah,
I
but
feel like that was the beginning of
I'm
the
saying
watering down of the MVP award.
I don't think, like not we, but I don't think people are gonna let. I mean, it's like one of the biggest reasons why Jokic. They're not gonna let some foreign guy be the face of the NBA. We all
Oh,
know
well,
that.
I mean, it's like Jokic can't be. The
We just,
motherfucker doesn't want to speak.
but I'm saying like Giannis could have been. They could
Yeah,
have. They
but
could have. But
like,
no.
sure, there's face of the NBA, there's personality and all that stuff, and then there's play style. It's like play style like Anthony Edwards or Steph Curry or any of these guys or Harden or whatever. That's a play style people enjoy watching. Giannis is cool to see a few plays. He drives and dunks,
But that's the
and you
thing.
go, "Oh, cool! That's all you do." Jokic, back it down, throw it up, cool.
But they're just on a personality level, just typical viewers of the NBA. They're gonna be able to relate to Ant and Steph more than Giannis and
Of
fucking
course,
Jokic. It's
no one can relate to fucking
Luke or
Jokic.
Luca. It's like, bro, how are we going? Like, none of us are relating to this 16-year-old that who went pro as
But
yeah, he
I
went pro
mean,
at
Luke is the
16.
only foreign player now. Shai is foreign, technically.
I'm not
Um,
counting it, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it is, Devin.
maybe that's why.
Maybe that's
But no, I
exactly
mean,
what it
Luke
is.
is the only. Luca has enough personality. He has enough understanding of this to be a face of the league. I mean, Luke is a face of the league for sure.
I guess,
He's more of a face than Jokic is.
but Jokic isn't a face at all.
He's more of a face than Shy.
Chai isn't a face of the NBA. That's my point.
That's what I'm saying.
You're making my point. You're naming someone to me who isn't a face of the NBA, who is more of a face of two players who aren't a face of the NBA, who have won MVP in the NBA.
But no, I would say the new faces of the NBA are Ant, Tatum, and Luca. It's not
I
fucking
guess
Jalen Brunson.
I
It's
guess
not Pascal Siakam.
I don't think people want to give. I don't think people would. I don't think people want to give it to Luca.
Wait till he gets his. Wait till Brown leaves. He'll
He just
get.
got to pair up with LeBron and didn't get it done in a round. He didn't get. He didn't make it. Pause a round with LeBron.
Damn.
God damn it.
Damn.
Fuck, bro. If you want to
He
be a
could have.
face, look, it's just like Diddy. If you want to be a star, you got to make it around with Bron. Like
Got to make it around
you
with.
got to make it at
Ain't
least
no
one.
party like a Diddy party.
I'm just saying. But Nuggets lose, and the other thing, it's like, you know, Nuggets, 22 turnovers to OKC's 9. I think Jokic maybe had what Jokic had like 12 shots the whole game. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like 12 or 13 shots the whole game. I mean,
Well, he was getting bodied out there, and then the turnovers late. What was it, third quarter or whatever? It was
bro,
back and forth. They couldn't do shite.
Bro, it was the whole fucking game, but also Jokic. I don't. Jokic had to. And I hate to say this. It's like he had to have not cared at all to win Game 7 because I mean, like he was letting Caruso just box him
Scrap
out.
him down.
Just like Caruso was like, "You look, I'm not letting you get past me if I let you get the ball."
Sure.
It's like, what the fuck are we doing out here? It's like, what? That's why you're not the face of the NBA. Because it could have been Victor Wembanyama and Ja or Anthony Edwards just said are gonna go. I'm gonna go jump over them and dunk
Over.
this fucking
Yes.
basketball. It's like
But
Jokic just doesn't give a fuck.
I just think Jokic. I don't know. Like if
Doesn't
the
give a
NBA
fuck.
played like aggressive, hard basketball, I don't think Jokic would be anything.
Mm,
I don't know if that's fair or not, but
I think that's very unfair.
really,
You kind of sound like Shaq, where Shaq's like, "Oh, would have busted his ass." It's like Jokic is 7 feet tall and fucking like Serbian.
Serbia.
Like, if you like, okay. I mean, I hate to just be like very stereotypical, but like, did we not see his brothers? Like they could have just been walking down the street as three big ass fucking Serbian dudes, and it would have been like, oh yeah, no, they could have played basketball in the '90s. They could have just been swinging around with Rodman, getting
Sure.
rebounds. Like, what world do we live? Yeah, maybe he wouldn't have been the finesse god he is, but neither would like. Yeah, no, there was a time where it was like, oh wow, look at AI, he's so flashy. Like,
Yeah.
and now it's nothing. Like I'm saying, like yeah, maybe Jokic wouldn't have been super flashy, but it's the same way it would have been the level of big man flashiness, as flashy as a big man could have been back in the day. So Hakeem or whoever the fuck, it's like he would have found his way to be flashy, but just how they played back then in that era. But no, I think Jokic would have been perfectly fine. I mean, let's let's not fool ourselves.
That's fair.
It's kind of
That is
like
fair.
Braun. It's kind of like Braun talking about like Giannis. He's like, you don't think Giannis could go play in the '70s? It's like, come on, bro.
Could have dropped 250 fucking points a game.
It's like so
I mean,
Giannis is too soft to go play in the '80s. I don't think so.
yeah, no. I mean, shit. You go back to 50s, 60s.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like
Everyone's
we're
cooked, man.
talking a very specific point where what
And
late.
that's what sucks about like I feel like the NBA is the only sport like outside of baseball. But baseball, you're allowed to do it. But in football, we're not like, oh, the greatest linebacker of all time played 19 fucking 48 and won 18 championships. It's like it doesn't no, he's not good. It doesn't matter. Like the guys nowadays are fucking insane. Like the only like I don't know. The oldest we go back in quarterback land is
Okay,
Montana.
here's my issue, and I think this relates to that. Old heads, NBA and NFL will bring up older guys,
Mm-hmm.
right? NBA
Skip
fans,
Bayless.
NBA fans our age will talk about Wilt like they watched him play.
Ah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Nobody in the NFL is like old heads will talk about Ronnie Lott,
Yes.
but we're not like, man, Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed, it's fucking close, right? Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's like, no,
exactly.
we know, because it's like, more talented era, more talented player. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple to break down. I
Yep.
mean, it's like that's the problem with the NBA where people talk like they watched Kareem play, watched Wilt play, watched
No,
Michael Jordan
fucking
play.
I got pissed today. Cooper Flag did his all-time starting five. I think it was Magic at the one.
Definitely didn't watch him play.
Never seen Magic play.
Okay.
Jordan at the two.
Never watched him play.
Kobe at the three.
Who?
Kobe.
Okay, watched him play as a kid.
Bron at the four.
All right, we all watched him play.
Kareem at the five.
Literally, his parents might have not been born when Kareem was playing in his prime.
For
So yeah, no, that's
I
bullshit.
was waiting for number one. It's Steph at the point, and
At
then
this point,
at this point
let's be real. It's Steph at the one.
it's Steph at the one
Come on.
and Shaq at the five.
But yeah, no, I think that is a
But at
thing
least from
where
like people that we've actually seen, I've seen like. Granted, I didn't see the greatest era of Shaq, but I've seen highlight. There's like footage of Shaquille O'Neal playing basketball that's not in slow motion.
Mhm.
Everyone's
But
seen
it's
the
also but people also
slow
accept
mo
that
skyhook.
but like football, I don't know. Like football is so like I feel like truly once the forward pass was a thing, right? It's it only just became a place where the players got more talented or became more talented. I truly think maybe just the idea of how to play a basketball game or what is more important in a basketball game has changed dramatically.
Like upside down.
Like, yeah, it's completely flipped on its head. Now, in the NFL, it has slowly done that, but then we also have running backs who are still breaking, like, who are still cracking 2,000 and could easily break Marshall Falk, whoever's record.
For
It's
sure.
like, no, it's like, no, you can still have a fucking
Eric
dominant
Dickerson.
80 Eric Dickerson. That's what it is. 80s style fucking just offensive horse, just elephants at the offensive line and just be
Yeah.
dominant in the run game and still get it done. It's like, in the NFL, we don't play this game where it's like, yeah, well, Ray Lewis was good, but like, what would he do in the 70s?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, played next to Jack Lambert and been perfectly fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
would have been all right. It's like,
Like
or
you can take every NFL player from not every, all the good NFL players from today and put them
yes,
back in time and they'll still be good.
you can take some from back then and put them in today. I think any skilled position, especially like, okay, yes, like you're not nobody in the no 14-year-old is gonna sit here and try to tell me that Bo Jackson can't play in today's NFL.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
fucking Deion Sanders or Jerry Rice or Emmitt
Yeah.
Smith, whoever, or Ronnie Lott. I mean, sure, it's like no, these are specimens. Same thing with the NBA, where yeah, a lot of them would have been able to play,
But Aqib Talib could have dominated back then.
but the NFL has always been physical.
Yes.
Now there's been rule changes as to like, oh, don't touch the receiver at this point or be careful around the
Sure.
quarterback. But they play this game in the NBA where it's like, no, we used to be physical, like the NFL, like football physical. Like y'all couldn't handle this. And it's like you can't pull that card in the NFL unless it's like Tom Brady. And they're like, well, Tom Brady wouldn't be able to handle the 90s. It's like, all right, sure. It's like Tom Brady
Maybe,
also grew up.
but Thomas would
Tom
have broken
Brady
a few more ribs. It'd been
I
fine.
mean, Tom Brady grew up watching Joe Montana, so it's like, are we pretending like he didn't watch the NFL when quarterbacks got way less protection by by the rules of the league? It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. We just this game we play where the eras and shit. I think it's stupid. And Cooper Flag definitely watched what 2 out of 5 of those guys play basketball.
Kobe and Bron.
Okay, but like old Kobe.
Minimal Kobe, dude.
He watched a very slim
Like
amount of Kobe
I have
Bryant.
memories of he's younger than us. I have memories of how old is Cooper Flag? 19? 18, 19?
I mean, he's gotta be, right?
19.
He's gotta be 19 years old, right?
I think you have to be
He's 18 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. He's 18 years old. Let me pull up Kobe Bryant's
Kobe's last year was 16.
16?
16. Like
Okay,
I have vague memories, yeah, of him in like 2010.
Devin, he was 9 when Kobe retired.
Yeah, he has got.
He was 9 when Kobe retired.
That's awesome.
He was nine
He
years
was
old
not.
when Kobe
Also,
Bryant
I do
retired.
want to challenge people, like anyone who thinks that like whoever your goat is in the NBA, and say it's not LeBron, Mike, or Bill Russell, or Kareem, or Wilt, or any of these guys. Don't watch highlights. Go watch footage of a full NBA game. You'll hate everything about it. Go watch Mike. Go watch Mike in 1990. It's dog shit. It's horrible basketball.
Oh
It's.
yeah,
I hate the way 90s basketball looks.
yeah. Nobody
It's
wants to watch that
horrendous.
bullshit.
It looks
Um,
terrible.
no, but you can.
I'm not shitting
Yeah,
on Mike, but it's like fuck. That's not
no,
that does not look as cool as the highlights did.
shit on Mike. That's our generation. We're allowed to.
But like if you took a Braun highlight clip, it's gonna look fucking sick. But also if you took Braun just playing on the court, it's gonna look pretty cool too.
Well, no, that's because that. I mean, that is obviously a big part of it. Is there's a lot of non-statistical things that LeBron does that just. I mean,
Which is why.
which I mean, it's obviously why he is not the sole reason why he's up there, but it's just
But I
one of
think
the
when
reasons.
you take statistics out, then you can take eras out.
Yeah,
Go
it's
watch them play basketball. Don't look at stats. Don't look at championships. Watch them play.
it's it's pretty simple, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Basketball and the NFL, it's very different the way they look at eras and
Of
compare
course.
everybody.
Like there's
Um,
like respect for like NFL eras, but we know that each era generally, depending on position, gets better. In the NBA, it's like no, fuck you, fuck everything you do. We played better basketball in the '70s because we could
like
elbow people.
Kenyon Martin is like our era was the best.
Oh, it was the best.
Our
The
era was
baggy
the
pants
best.
and
And that yeah, it's just I don't when it's like okay no, your kid is way better than you,
yes,
like way better than you. Trust me.
it's awesome.
And Gilbert, your kid's gonna be way fucking better than you. Like it's like no, it's like these kids play in a better generation of better era of basketball and watch better players playing growing up.
Yes,
So yeah, I mean, if Elijah Arenas is like, yeah, I love Bill Russell and Magic, like it's
no one's.
bullshit. Like
I've never seen Bill Russell play basketball. No one has.
no, I mean maybe like a
All
Clay.
I've seen is like a few clips. If you're watching an NBA game, you'll see like the Jerry West clip and a Bill
Yeah,
Russell clip, and then the picture of him with 11 rings.
yeah, but no, I've never. Why would I? I'm not gonna sit through a fucking Bill Russell game. What are
I'd
you
love
talking
to go
about?
back and watch some of those guys play.
I want to be there in real life.
Like when you're 7 foot and everyone else is 6'4" max.
Plumbers, yeah.
It's pretty. It's a
See,
different world.
I would want to time travel to like a 1960s like football game because we only
Yeah.
see it through like black and white.
Yes.
Like if I could see like in color, just like what that shit looked like, because it's just like the most raggedy like stadiums
It looks like.
and and
Yeah.
and like barely being able to like complete a forward pass. It's like that
Yep.
would be some interesting shit in
And
color.
like those like the slippery ball games or whatever, where it's like whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah, no, they had trouble figuring it out for a minute, but all right. Game
Um.
ones. What's up?
Oh
What?
yeah.
What do you got?
I was talking about Cat.
Oh, we'll talk about Cat. Game ones though. OKC versus Minnesota. We
Sick.
obviously had been talking about OKC, but here's the thing, and I don't want to jinx because I feel like we're a huge jinx. Like we have been jinxing this entire postseason run.
I think we jinxed the entire NBA.
But I
We
guess
hoped for the best and
now obviously
got close.
OKC's up 1-0. And I do think they are going to win this series. and it's and I don't want to say Minnesota like got lucky like to get where they are to make it here,
No,
but
but I mean, we realized that their path
well, I
wasn't
mean,
that crazy.
Steph did get hurt and all this, but I'm saying like they cannot play the way they played this entire postseason against the Thunder.
They'll get beat by 40 again.
Like they can't. The Thunder are way too disciplined. Their defense is way too disciplined. They take advantage of every single turnover. They don't chuck threes. I mean, it's like they're the complete opposite of
They're not out
Minnesota.
there shooting 35 threes and making fucking 6 of
I
them.
mean, what was it? Round one where Ant's like, we were 13 for 45 from three.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
something stupid. He's like, bro, that's the worst in NBA history.
Yeah.
Like, and we won.
And
Like
we
he was even
we
shocked.
he was like, think about it. We can beat Luka and Braun and make 5 threes.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like they cannot play the way they've played at all. And I mean, Ant going in and out with the ankle injury and everything. It's they don't have to play perfect, but they gotta be I mean, as disciplined as the youngest fucking team in the NBA, which is
Yeah,
ironic.
exactly. Yeah.
Which honestly is a trend. I mean, Green Bay, youngest team in the NBA, they're a pretty disciplined
NFL,
team.
yeah.
It just doesn't make much sense. But
But
fuck
no,
them.
I mean, yeah. Props to the Thunder. Yeah, like you said, they're not gonna miss opportunities. If you turn the ball over, they're gonna score,
Yep, they're
and
gonna
then you're
score
down.
or
Then you're
convert
down 20 real fucking quick,
super quick.
so quick. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, good for the Thunder.
But then luckily, we got a Eastern Conference Finals that started off very interesting.
Kind of crazy.
And look, I know we've been giving the
Oh,
Pacers
oh,
shit.
how the turntables.
We've look, I hate that fucking saying.
What?
Say it again.
First of all, that's a joke of this from The Office.
But what's the actual
The actual saying is,
exactly?
what the fuck,
What
dude?
is
I've
that
only said, look at how the
exactly?
turntables. It's
Exactly.
oh how the turntables have turned.
Oh, how the
No, no,
turntables.
it's oh how the tables have turned. That's it.
Okay.
But the
All right.
joke in The Office was
Okay.
oh how the turntables.
Okay. Maybe I'm just someone who doesn't think The
No,
Office
it's
is
oh how the tables have turned. So it's
maybe I just don't think The Office is that funny. Yeah, tables are turning.
the tables have turned.
Which honestly, okay, have tables turned though? Because I mean, this is kind of what the Pacers have
No,
been
but I
doing.
mean it was. I just meant that the Knicks gave up a lead. It wasn't a
We
20-point lead, but
we've been giving the Pacers shit all postseason, and I will say, after watching this first game, and maybe it's just the and I'm not like a Knicks hater, but like they're like
it's fucking
slowly,
annoying, isn't it?
they're slowly like it's their fans, like it's the
It's
fans.
turning into like really bad.
The fans are doing it. It's kind of giving me Eagles vibes.
No, this is worse.
No one's died.
Philly has a little bit of respect. New York has zero respect for themselves.
Um,
I'm being serious.
I mean, nobody's died or looted yet, so
They did
we're
throw trash onto a guy,
at
which
least any more than New York is used
I don't
to.
know, but it's with New York. It's so weird because they're so cocky all the time.
Yeah, but see, they're bing bonging on a 30-win season, so it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I can see how they can be more annoying, but it's like, it. I don't know. Like they're also I don't know. They're bandwagon fans as well, so it's like when
Yeah,
Philly, those are Eagles fans, like they are fucking
no
Eagles
one's
fans.
bandwagoning the
Like
Eagles.
half of Madison Square Garden is filled with celebrities.
Most of it, not half, but yeah.
Lincoln Financial Stadium, those are Eagles
There's
fans.
two celebrities, Bradley Cooper and fucking
And anybody and fucking Jason Kelsey.
and yeah,
Or
exactly.
oh well, yeah. I'm saying it's just it's
Sylvester Stallone.
it's a little different fan base wise, but the Knicks, the Pacers are slowly. I mean, if we're just comparing the two, like if you would have asked me before this, is like who's more entertaining to watch, I probably would have said the Knicks. And maybe this was just a super entertaining game from both sides, and they are just two entertaining teams.
I think it
But
was.
the Pacers, and no pun intended, but the pace they play in, and just the way I don't know, it's just I might like the way they play just a little bit more
That's nuts.
than the Knicks. I think they're a little more exciting, and I honestly, if they can keep up, like I
Shows how much
almost.
basketball we've watched. We're like, oh, the Pacers are
Well,
playing good basketball.
let's see. The thing about the Pacers. I looked at it the same way as the Cavs. I've been hip to the Cavs all season.
Yeah.
But
Preseason as well.
we knew that we knew them boys were going out in the second round. The Pacers, it was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, shit. Without Dame, the Bucks should be able to handle them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, fucking Tyrese Halliburton's like, well, there's a song about me out that's popular, and I'm gonna hoop.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening, and he's been balling. He got a way luckier bounce than Kawhi ever got.
Oh my God.
Like, let's be real. Let's be super real. If we're gonna hate on like the Kawhi bounce, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Because
it was an awful.
Bounce.
It was.
Now,
It was
foot on the fucking line. What a vibe killer, dude. You know how cool it would have been.
For a game winner, it would have been cool.
But with that too.
But it was a bad shot.
Huh?
It was a bad shot.
That was horrible.
Like, it was a hurry.
He drove and then said, fuck it, Hershey Gurk. Oh.
And it looked like, what did he shoot it? It looked short, but did it bounce off the back?
Yeah, back rim, yeah.
Okay, because it looked.
That bounce comes from back rim. You can't launch a ball that high front rim.
I was gonna say, I don't know if he just shoots low, but
I think he's got a flatter ball.
His release is just like the way he just, because I don't know, his release is weird. But I mean,
wasn't it front rim or back rim? I think it's back rim.
I believe it was. It was boom and straight up. Because if he front rimmed it, unless the way, I don't know, we don't talk physics here. The Pacers win. And I honestly probably wanted the Knicks to win this series just because I thought they would have had a better chance of giving us a more entertaining finals. But if the Pacers are going to be able to keep up with the Thunder,
if the Pacers are going to continue to play like this, or it could be like the Heat, where it's like they'll have the craziest series against the Celtics, and then get 4-0 or 4-1.
4-1 by the Thunder, which ultimately may be the case because.
But it might be the case for either of these fucking teams.
Yeah, but I think if the Knicks make it, we're not only going to have Brunson versus SGA, we're going to have Chet and Cat.
True.
I mean, and just the Knicks are going to have a way better chance to win down low. I mean,
but it's Tyrese and SGA and
it's cool.
Chet and Siakam.
Well, fucking Miles Turner. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Miles Turner and.
I mean, fucking Obi Toppin. I mean, it's just like I don't. It's cool.
I think that's my extent of Pacers.
It's cool, but like I'm just saying, like I don't know. I do have one problem. There's one glaring issue. That I think we all know. We all know what it is. So it's just
Rucker Park.
Why the fuck was Cat talking like that?
Why is Cat talking? He needs to stop talking. When I was hanging out with my boys at Rucker Park.
No.
Rucker Park.
We have been spending years. We have been spending literal years.
Bro, yeah.
Making fun of how
hilarious,
Carl. Man. We've been spending years talking about how Karl Anthony Towns sounds. We know how he talks. We know how he sounds.
We know his real voice, and then we know his deeper fake voice.
Okay.
But none of them include Rucker Park.
Rucker Park.
Rucker Park. When I was hanging out back in the days in Rucker Park.
What the fuck is that? And then people going like,
bro, he might.
Well, he's from New York. He's from New York, and his mom is Dominican. It's who the fuck cares? I don't get. Okay.
Rucker Park.
It's like yeah.
Thought it was a 3.
It's like it's the same. These are the same
yeah,
people.
Fucking Gil and Swaggy.
But that's what.
Hilarious.
But I'm saying like I genuinely think Cat is so insecure about shit like
No,
that.
he is. He is. He is.
He's putting on a fucking New York accent.
Well, yes.
He's truly putting on a New York accent to seem more masculine.
Yes.
That's some gay shit.
Yes. No,
like
it is.
I was trying
And
to
and
I
and to
had
seem more. I guess he's a Cat's a culture vulture.
look, I had his back last episode. Like, nah, I don't think he's in the closet. Yeah. Which, like I said, nothing wrong with it. But stop pretending, Cat. Stop putting on a fake voice.
Yeah, no.
Because
If Cat talked like that all the time, like, oh my god, cool. You have a feminine voice, but the fact that he tries to cover it proves
after all that, like he talks like that, and then
yes.
turns around as we was a ruck apart.
Fuck,
Like what the
hanging out at
fuck?
Ruckaport.
What the
What
fuck
else did
is
he
that?
say? I can't even remember.
But it's just like, but I'm saying the people who think that that makes sense, who are like, well, he's from New York, so like
No, it
he
doesn't
has
just
to
like
sound like that.
magically appear after years of talking
It's
like
like
himself.
it's like those. I bet you those same people would be like surprised that like Yao Ming spoke like perfect English,
Spectacular English.
or like Jeremy Lin's just like, hey, what's going on, man?
Yep.
Like it's just like so. I don't know. It makes zero sense. Like, yep, Cat's from New York. He has never talked with a New York accent, at least in the media. And now all of a sudden they're like, well, it comes out. It's like he's been in New York for months. You're telling me it just kicked in after
Right
like
now.
all these memes were going viral about making fun of his voice, like top 10 zesty Cat moments, and now all of a sudden, fucking he's got this
Right.
thick New
He
York
has social
accent.
media. He's seen everything. And he's going, you know what would be cool? If I spoke like I was from fucking Queens.
And honestly, like, all this tells me is like, shout out to KD. You know,
For
after
what?
all the years of getting clowned, it's like that man never brushed his hair,
Fuck no.
never lotioned up, like never,
Never went for like the LeBron. I'm gonna patch this up.
never. Bro did not give a single. He's
And
gonna
if
clap
anyone
back.
said shit to him, it. Cat. I mean, not Cat. KD could have used so many like different things.
Oh yeah.
Like on Twitter, it's like, like I'm Kevin fucking Durant.
Mm.
So like you have nothing that you can say bad, but instead he's like, I'm gonna attack your personal life because you're a little bitch. Katie stands on fucking business.
It's a little weird, but
Oh, it's super weird. It's
okay.
like not necessary at by any means. Like no, what I'm saying is like you are Kevin Durant. Um, but Cat might be the opposite. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's like, they made fun of my voice. I'm gonna talk completely different now.
You
That is
think he goes
insane.
home to his
I don't.
lady and he's like, you want to go down to Rucker Park?
But no, genuinely, it's like, do you think like I do wonder how that conversation went. It's like he got home and his girl's like, "What the fuck was that?"
I said, what
Like,
you mean?
like you have never talked like that in your life. I've never heard you speak like that, and now all of a sudden you're at Rucker Park.
Rucker
Like
Park.
that is insane. That man was at Rucker Park. All
Uh,
right, let's move on. Let's move on from game one. All right, but predictions. I still have the Knicks winning.
I still have the next winning, yes.
I mean, I have Thunder Knicks,
Yeah.
which could be good. Hopefully, maybe,
I
possibly.
mean, sure. The Pacers won. It's cool. They were down 9 with 50 seconds. Like, next time they have an opportunity like that, if they do, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Um, and then, yeah, you're down 2 and you get the craziest, fucking dumbest shot to fall. Like, sure, when Dame shot that 3 over PG, and PG was like, that's a dumb shot, he's lying. Tyrese Halliburton driving in, fucking around, and then stepping back. It's a pretty stupid shot, but it is what it is.
okay, Dame's shot was a bad shot.
But it's Dame, bro. He shot that bitch from 32. He
But
don't give
it
a
was
fuck.
Dame, but it was still like early when Dame was chucking those, like where it was like, ooh, like over
Yeah.
a top 3 defensive
But it
player
was
of the
tied,
year, like
wasn't it?
maybe. I
It
don't
was
remember.
tied.
I have that completely blocked out of my memory. I don't like to talk about that. But all right,
True.
Giannis. We finally get to talk about it. I've had this up on the block for a minute. We finally get to discuss Giannis up to consider getting traded out of Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Um, which I think is something that we all need. I think the NBA needs. Um, he spent his time.
I don't know.
I mean, bro, he did his time in Milwaukee. They tried this shit with Dame. It's not gonna work. You got drunk dads walking up on you on the court after getting bounced in the playoffs. I'm in Milwaukee.
But
I'm
why
cold.
doesn't Giannis turn into someone? Well, I mean, they did attract. They got Dame, and they still couldn't do shit.
Yeah, because they
Um,
got Kyle fucking Kuzma too.
that's fucking huge. That
It's
was
like let's
so
let's
big for them.
let's get Dame and then get rid of Chris Middleton. That's so smart
Let's get Dame and then get rid of the
to
blue.
to
And
make cap space for a player that we're gonna trade away,
yes,
or to get cap space for to get more players to help a player that we're gonna trade away.
yes.
I don't know, but I do want to talk potential landing spots, potential spots that he could be playing next year. And I think the number one spot that everybody has marked on I guess on their list is Golden State Warriors. And I think honestly, I want to see it happen because I want to see how important Draymond really is.
Nah, he's not important, bro.
Draymond Green ain't important.
What you mean?
You don't think he's important. You don't. So you think it's gonna be when Giannis is up? It's like, all right, well, we want blah 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 blah, and Draymond. So yep, okay, give me him. You don't think Golden State? You think Golden State doesn't even blink? They go, okay, we'll get rid of Draymond and whoever else you want.
No, no, no. I mean, Draymond will be a Warrior for life, and if he does leave, he'll retire. Um,
Oh, no, there's absolutely no way you make this trade without sending Draymond to Milwaukee.
all I'm saying is the Bucks don't need or want Draymond, a 35-year-old Draymond Green.
Nobody does.
Yeah, so putting him in the trade would just be for the sole purpose of getting rid of him.
No, no, I mean it would. You would no, no. In this real world, NBA teams pretend like Draymond still has an impact on the court.
I
We
know,
know we know that Draymond does nothing. We know that.
but no, there's one NBA team.
I don't think so. You got to think this is the same NBA team who players self-voted Tyrese Halliburton as the most overrated player in the NBA, and like not Draymond Green. So in my eyes, I
Well, I
mean,
don't know
what?
if people overrate.
Oh, they were about to give Draymond DPOY this year.
Oh, you're right.
Like, no. People value him. People still value him for some odd fucking reason. You know who
But
else
was
values
Hallie
him?
not overrated though? At some
Obviously
point,
not.
I know, but hindsight's 2020.
What's what is no? I mean I don't think I
Well,
don't
no,
think he's
Hallie had a
overrated.
crazy stretch and then played well in the in-season tournament and all this, and then settled back down to earth and is a 17, 10, and 3 player.
Mm, 17, 10, and 3.
I think he averaged 17 this year.
I don't think Tyrese Halliburton
Give it
averaged
a
17, 10,
goog,
and
pal.
3. If Tyrese Halliburton averaged only 10 or 17, 10, and 3, we got a huge problem. But as I looked that up, no, teams are gonna look at Draymond and they're gonna think he's important and they're gonna try to fucking they're gonna they're gonna no they're gonna try to trade for him. They're gonna if you're gonna send Giannis our way, you're gonna give us somebody in return. 18.6 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds.
So close.
Close, yeah.
I was
But I
one
mean,
off in
so
two
what? He
departments.
averaged 20 and 10 last year and was getting gassed up. I mean, I think Halliburton's just good. I don't think he's I think he's just rated. I don't think
Well,
he's
no, I mean
under
there
or
was
over.
crazy hype for him. Like he was gonna take the 20 points and turn it into 25 and 30 and
I guess,
have
but I
12,
mean,
13 assists a game. And
but then the Pacers as a team got better. So I mean, I don't really
yeah, no,
just
agreed.
he doesn't need to drop 30. I mean,
That's fair.
it's just not what that's just not something I think he could go score more. He could go take more shots, but it just I mean, he
Who
doesn't
did
need
the Pacers beat in the second round?
to. Boston. No.
No.
Yeah. No. Who the fuck beat Boston? The Knicks. Um, that's a great question. Who the fuck did they beat in the second round?
Who they
Who?
beat in the first? It was the
Cavs,
Cavs.
bro. The
The
Cavs. Yeah,
Cavs,
they
bro.
beat the damn Cavs.
That's how
They beat
forgettable of a team the Cavs are, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The Cleveland
So
Cavs are
sad.
not important. Them boys are not important at all. That's just how it is. Um, but no, you know who else values Draymond? TNT, because he's already doing halftime reports for the conference final. Draymond Green,
Nah, I feel like Draymond's done that before though.
bro, but it's so okay. Like, is Giannis? You think Giannis has any
Hell no.
interest? You think LeBron, Luca, Giannis, any of these players who got bumped out of the fucking playoffs are like, you know what I'd love to do? Go sit on TNT and cover these teams that busted our ass. Like, what the fuck is
Draymond
Draymond
loves.
Green doing going on
Yeah,
TNT not even a week after getting bumped out of the playoffs? And he's like, well, I'm good. I don't know
yeah,
about y'all. Like, Jimmy's going to probably go spend a week on a beach and then go train. Like,
yeah.
and be locked in for next year. It's like they need to go and get fucking Giannis. Steph, Jimmy, and Giannis is ridiculous. That is an insane big three. If they
Do
are
they
allowed
have
to
a
call,
contract with Jimmy?
he signed an extension.
Perfect.
He signed an extension. Trade Giannis over there. Get this fucking Draymond Green shit over with. The era's done with. The man wants to go be on TV and talk about the Knicks and Pacers, anyways.
But he
He
should
don't.
just retire.
Okay, then just retire. Then please. If it was up to me, yeah, he would have fucking retired a couple years ago.
And then we'll do Mardi
Um,
Gras in the streets.
these two teams, for the same reason, um, Atlanta and Memphis, either get Ja and Trey a star or let them go.
Or let him go.
Yeah, I mean, there's no
I
point.
mean, I think we're at the point in Atlanta where Trey needs to go, regardless.
Okay, but
Um,
has it not been that way for like 3 years?
it's been that way for about 5.
It's felt like for a while. It's been like, is the Trey Young era over? And then
Well,
it
then they
just
send what? Who they send?
who the fuck did they send over there?
John? No,
Uh,
no, they sent. Oh yeah, but no, I'm having a spaz attack.
well, no,
Dejounte Murray went there.
oh my god, that was the matchup that I hated. That pissed. Well, and then Dejounte, what he tore his Achilles or something?
I think so.
I think he tore his fucking Achilles. But I mean, like he had John Collins over there, he had DeAndre Hunter over there, and it's just the Hawks are like, yeah, any sign of a co-star, we're just gonna get rid of just to make sure
Entirely.
because we just want Iceman Trey out there. That's all you want.
ISO Trey.
The Lakers. This could obviously help kickstart the Luca era. It could also, if we're talking in terms of just having to, be able to take I guess a little more of a break, help keep Braun around. Considering he was probably their best defensive player in terms of in the paint as a 40-year-old.
Is that why
Um,
Brown was hyping up Giannis so much?
I think Braun's been. Well, no, that was like Pat McAfee show,
Yeah.
and the question was like, "How do
He's
you
just leaving the legs.
Yeah, but he probably felt the same way about AD, and you saw what happened. But it's like it's crazy that we're sitting here going like, man, the Lakers needed like a big who can like play defense and like can put up like who can like carry on offense. It's like almost like who they
Like the
fucking
guy you
had,
had.
like the guy they had who just maybe couldn't stay healthy, but who knows? Hopefully, maybe they could make it. But I don't know. The NBA already got away with letting Luka go to the Lakers. If LeBron stays in LA, there's no way. There's no way just the NBA, everybody except the Lakers are just gonna be okay with that.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, so you got Luka on like a ridiculous trade in like the middle of the night, and then now you're getting Giannis and LeBron is staying. Yeah, no, we're just all can all of us just we're just all gonna veto that, and we're just
Yep.
gonna say nope, and Giannis is gonna stay in Milwaukee. Now Giannis could go to the Clippers.
I don't hate
NBA
that.
teams, NBA
I don't
teams be
hate that
okay
at
with
all,
that
actually. That'd be
because
cool.
you know what the plan is: sit Kawhi the first half, and then let him play the second half of once New Year's hits, let bro come in and start cooking.
You know
And
what else you know what else you do when you send Giannis?
where
No, when you send Giannis to the Clippers, what else should the Clippers do?
what?
Bring in Doc Rivers. Spice the team back up. Make sure
Oh.
that no one wins shit.
Uh, I mean, that is the other thing. It's like Giannis probably like in these meetings is like, no, I'm considering a trade, or you could fire Doc Rivers.
They're like, oh, what an interesting thing. I guess we've never heard that before, but go explore some options really quick because Doc Rivers is a championship winning head coach.
It's just crazy to like it's like no, these like people talk and these owners talk and these owners know how the fuck it goes with Doc Rivers, and they're still like Giannis or Doc Rivers. Giannis,
Hmm.
Giannis or Doc Rivers. Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know. Start making some calls. Like the
Well,
fact
I
that
mean, it's also like they fired their head coach who had what 30+ wins at the time. Like their head coach that they fired had a great record.
it was why was he fired? Was it just they didn't fuck with him?
Yeah, it was a locker room thing.
Okay, I
I
thought
was
that's
like,
what
yeah,
it
if you
was.
want a locker room boost, bring in Doc Rivers.
Yeah. If your head coach isn't getting along with your players, I know Doc Rivers will. I mean,
Exactly.
it makes zero sense. Miami, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool, but it's not enough. Tyler Hero ain't carrying that backcourt. Now like Giannis and Bam, yeah, I mean that would completely fuck everything about Bam needing to be become more of a versatile offensive player when you got Giannis sitting right next to you. You wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk bigs, and if defense really wins championships, and you found a way to get Giannis in San Antonio, you could.
Would that not be weird though?
Why would that be weird?
There's two big motherfuckers out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
That's fair. One of
Giannis,
them can shoot too,
Giannis, and
and one
Fig.
of them's strong as fuck.
And you got De'Aaron Fox running at the point.
Not Chris Paul.
Okay. 40-year-old Chris Paul over like prime De'Aaron Fox, I guess. I mean, if
40-year-old Chris Paul.
that's how you want to go. But no, I'm probably gonna go I'm probably gonna go De'Aaron. I'm probably gonna go De'Aaron. And then you got just the two like I mean, who the fuck scoring on Victor and Giannis?
Jokic, Braun,
No. No.
Steph, Ant, Tatum,
No. No.
Alex Caruso,
No.
Austin Reeves.
SGA could draw a foul on them.
SGA can draw mean foul on them. A couple of
Um
flagrants.
Jokic isn't scoring on that. 40 Braun ain't he's flopping on that. Yeah, maybe an ISO on Steph, sure, but who the fuck is it getting scored on by Steph on ISO? Yeah, no, completely unstoppable on the defensive side of the ball. They'd get every single rebound. Nobody would be able to come even close to sniffing the paint. It would be it'd be unstoppable. And if they were able to just fucking knock down some shots here and there, I mean, like, they might. I mean, other teams wouldn't even be able to crack 100.
Yeah.
That's how bad it would be. It would be 90s fucking basketball. You want to talk a fucking team that could play back in the day? There you go. a Spurs team with Victor and Giannis.
A 7'4" and a 7 foot, just demons.
Yeah, I mean,
Blocking every shot, dropping everything in.
and we're just talking on the defensive side of the ball. We haven't even mentioned what they would do offensively. Who's
Yeah.
guarding that? Who the fuck's guarding that? Nobody's guarding that.
A Giannis to Vic oop.
I'm telling you right now, it is gonna be a big old fucking problem.
Don't let Pop get it pop off here and start making some moves from the office.
El Jefe's in that bitch now, so you don't let bro fuck around and get Giannis over there.
Fucking hurt you.
But all right. Quick reminder to Bills fans. You know how our relationship is with the Bills fans, Devin. The Bills, the Buffalo Bills, are the only team out of all 32 teams in the NFL. They are the only team favored to win every single game next season in their schedule. Which means right now, I'm just saying it right now so we can get it out of the way. There are no excuses. Y'all are not underdogs.
Nope.
Nobody looks down on y'all.
Nope.
Y'all have absolutely no excuse to not go 17-0. You have the reign.
Well, you don't have to go 17-0, but there's no excuse to not play insane football.
You got the reigning MVP. Y'all are favored to win every single game.
You have a quarterback who's better than El Freaky.
I mean, according to a bunch of idiots in suits.
According to a bunch of critics.
But yeah, no. So, just a quick shout out to Buffalo fans. Favored to win every single game. So hopefully they don't let you down. But yeah, I just figured, all right.
I've never heard of that in my life, though.
No, I wonder how many times it's been a thing. Like, I bet even the undefeated Patriots didn't get that luxury of being favored to win every single game.
No. Well, then Tom tore his ACL.
I wonder how many teams have been favored to not win every game. Favored to lose every game, I mean.
Favored to lose every game. Browns, Lions.
Yeah, but every game?
Skins.
Every single game?
Maybe.
That's
well, I mean, there's been a few teams who have lost every game.
Yeah.
And two or three teams who have won every game. Well, one team, but
yeah,
regular season.
Regular season, yeah, two, I guess.
2 or 3.
All right. So it continues. We got the chronicles of this rivalry.
Oh my god!
If you want to call it a rivalry.
No.
Angel Green. Fuck. I mean, Draymond Reese. Fuck.
Oh no, brother.
Angel Reese. And Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Now, obviously, it's not a fucking rivalry because you got one player who's good at basketball and one who I thinks they're good at basketball. I guess.
Is Shador the Angel Reese of the NBA?
No, Shador Sanders could.
Is Travis Hunter the Angel Reese?
No. What are we What are we doing?
What do you mean?
I don't care how much we fucking slander Shador's name. That man could fucking stand on one leg and put a blindfold on and he'd bust Angel Reese's ass 11-0 on any basketball court. No, they're not the Angel
I just mean the difference between confidence and ability.
No, there's truly no. There's not a. I don't think there's an Angel Reese in the NFL. There isn't, because there's nobody that fucking stupid who made it to the NFL. There's nobody that unskilled in the NFL.
True.
That's just not how the NFL works. It's not just.
It
doesn't work that way.
Huh?
It just doesn't work that way.
It's not. Yeah, you're not allowed to.
You're not just no. You get cut. Like, okay,
you will get cut if you.
I'm gonna tell you who to.
Balls or do that.
Kadarius Toney is the Angel Reese of the NFL.
That was gonna be my other thought, but it was like, even still, Kadarius Toney can return a punt.
Yeah. It's like
So
it's like even if you're the Angel Reese of the NFL, you're still way better than Angel Reese. So yes. I mean, take that how you want it. But No, two left foot. Angel Reese got intentionally fouled by Caitlin Clark, and she fucking tumbled over like a fucking Humpty Dumpty, and just got up, threw a
Well,
little
this is
temper.
after Angel Reese hard
Yeah,
fouled a Fever player.
well, yeah. I mean, an intentional foul because she saw fucking Angel Reese fucking doom, doom, doom to the paint, about to go fucking get her own rebound, and Caitlin Clark was like,
Yeah. I like everyone's like, oh, Caitlin stopped a free bucket. No, she stopped free three free
three
rebounds.
free three rebounds. Like,
Free
yeah.
free rebounds.
So yeah, the intentional foul, which Gilbert Arenas is right, it was not a flagrant.
Fuck ass no, bro.
Like, in what world is in fucking
A
Cheryl
flagrant is a fucking swinging arm, not a
fucking
fucking block.
fucking Cheryl Swoops is like, no, that's a flagrant foul, Gil.
Shut your ass up.
How's that not a flagrant foul? It's like, well, she wrapped her arms. She wrapped her arms around her.
It's a wrap up, yeah.
She swiped at the ball and like, I mean, okay, sure.
Are there
It was.
different rules for flagrants in the WNBA?
I don't know. I genuinely I from the bottom of my heart, Devin, I have no clue.
Like is a wet willy a flagrant?
I don't know. Is it still 3 points if your foot was on the line? Like, I don't know, maybe.
It might be.
I don't
College
know.
rules. Like
If you've
one
had
foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah.
yeah, fuck, I have absolutely no clue. But just to like break down like the game for a second, since we don't ever do that in WNBA games. When you look at the ending of that
Rarely
game,
NBA games.
you have in that game where you had your little temper tantrum and everybody going to Twitter to bitch about fucking Caitlin Clark. You had Caitlin Clark finishing with a triple double and 4 blocks, while Angel Reese finished shooting 5 for 14 with 12 points.
How many rebounds? Like 17, no?
I don't know, maybe like 17. I don't know.
But all from this.
Yeah, maybe 12 or 13 were from her own misses. But yeah,
And
so
who was it that was like, girl, we gotta work on your layups? And she's like, what you mean I gotta work on my layups?
I forgot who it was, but
Lisa
it's
Leslie, I think.
but no, it's funny. Like, she'll get like an ex WNBA player on like a podcast, and she'll be like,
Just disrespect them.
like, you need to like play better, and she's like, what are you talking about? And then like
She's like, I'm the best.
and then we'll have Krishan Rock on there, like, I don't understand. You be doing what LeBron be doing, so like, why can't you get
Krishan
paid
Rock
more?
said, you be doing exactly what LeBron be doing, so you all should make the same money.
And Angel Reese is like, facts. Like, I do what LeBron does.
Krishan Rock, number one, is on drugs. Number two,
Yeah.
you do play basketball.
Yes.
That's it.
That's like that is the comparison.
That's it. You've never been able to do.
If there was a Venn diagram, is that the circles Venn diagram? That was it. The only thing that meets in the middle is just y'all both
basketball.
are basketball players.
But they don't even meet. It's men's basketball and women's basketball.
Yeah, it's like it's like yes, if you looked your names up, American professional basketball player, sure, that is it.
That's it.
That is solely it. But no, I mean, I don't know. I have nothing else to say except Angel Reese.
And
yeah, she threw her temper tantrum.
To me, all of this feels like this is all marketing for the WNBA. They want people to be. They don't care if it's good or bad. They want eyeballs on the WNBA, so they're gonna.
Oh yeah,
throw up a bunch of shit and try to make it a fucking drama instead of basketball.
The WNBA, which I mean is ran by the NBA, complete gaslighters.
Yes,
They're gonna continue to make Angel Reese feel like an absolute star, but then value off of every single fucking shit tape made about her. Every single time she throws a little temper tantrum or gets mad about Caitlin Clark's success, they're gonna love it. They're gonna eat that shit up.
Yeah.
But then they're gonna turn around and pat her in the back and be like, "Don't worry, we have Angel Reese Day coming up." Like,
exactly.
they're gonna play that game with her for her entire career.
For sure.
But all right, before I have you guess athletes, I have a question for some teams. It's a simple question. Is the window still open or is it closed? It's only
Okay.
one. It's only one window that's important. It's the championship window. We got NBA teams. We got NFL teams. Is the window still open? First team, Denver Nuggets.
Still open. You got, I mean, Jamal's not cooked yet. Jokic isn't cooked yet. Um, I mean, I don't hate the Aaron Gordon and MPJ pieces. Like you said, Christian Braun needs to go, or Brown, or whatever the fuck his name is. Um, I still think they have a pretty decent chance to work something out, but I mean, maybe not to win a championship, but at least the finals,
So
conference finals.
Denver. The first thing with Denver is they chucked way. They were just chucking way too much. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like even MPJ. It's like, yeah, MPJ is known to just pull up and shoot that bitch, but it's like when you have a sprained AC joint, it's like maybe you shouldn't just be the go-to like
maybe pass the
catch and
rock real
shoot
quick.
guy. Like, yeah, maybe you should work on your playmaking a little bit this series. But there's a lot of guys who there are a lot of guys who have the ability to be that anchor next to Jokic that he needs.
Yeah,
Like Jokic truly needs somebody who can, be an anchor next to him and also fill some type of void when he's off of the court.
sure.
When Jokic steps
No,
off the
Jokic
court,
has like the plus minus on Jokic is fucking insane.
when Jokic steps off the court, I mean, sometimes Denver is abysmal.
Well,
And
Jokic will step off for 2-3 minutes, and now you're down 15,
yep, and he's like, "Fuck, dude." Like,
and
I
now
mean,
you have to go claw it back and then find a way to win somehow.
yeah, you need a tired Jokic to bring you back down 10 and then stay in the game to not fall back down 10. But no, some type of anchor there, and maybe if you have players like Aaron Gordon or MPJ around there, or still there next year, it's like maybe you just switch the roll up a little bit. It's like, look, it's like we get it. Y'all want to chuck, y'all want to pull up, y'all want to score, but we also need y'all to turn up on defense. Y'all got the size, y'all got the ability. We got Jamal Murray and Jokic on the offensive side of the ball who's going to carry the load on scoring. Y'all need to play more of a role because let's be real, Aaron Gordon and MPJ are role players.
Of course,
They're really good role players,
they're very good role players, but
but they're role players.
yes.
They are role players. Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Open.
until
Open until further notice.
Until Patrick Mahomes like retires or just falls off a cliff, statistically speaking. I mean, there's absolutely no world where the Chiefs window is closed.
I
Um,
don't. Yeah, I don't.
but I had to drop it in there. I had to mention
I
them
mean,
because
after last season, like if you took away their record and a lot of those close games, they'd be dog shit. But because of the nature of the Chiefs, yeah, there's no chance.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Uh, dismember,
I mean, honestly, the
destroy.
the real question is, was it ever open?
Um, it was cracked for like 8 minutes during the regular season. The second they stepped on a playoff court, completely gone. Same thing
Look,
with a few
yeah,
other teams, but yeah, no,
the
kind of
Cavs
horrendous.
the Cavs had like a spring cleaning day where like they opened up all the windows, turned the air off, just let the natural just the natural just let earth cool their house for a day. And then I would say the window probably slammed shut pretty quick.
Yes,
I would say, I mean, honestly, and that's just a joke. I don't think the window was ever open for Cleveland.
neither do
They
I.
were an amazing regular season team. And I think when they were on that 20 game streak, it was right there when we were like, yeah, that's cool. But if you were on a 20 game win streak and we already know what the fucking outcome is going to be at a postseason, I don't think you can say that window's open at all.
Not even close.
Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Now, my question is maybe is it not closed, but are too many teams on their ass?
No, because we don't know. Like, we don't know what Washington's going to look like. Or, I mean, granted, we spanked them in the playoffs, but we weren't supposed to play that well in that playoff game. Um, I mean, Detroit it wasn't that far away
Mm.
multiple times. Like we were seriously considering them against the Eagles. No,
Well, in what? Well, they lost to y'all.
the Niners 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Like that was the Niners are shit. Niners probably should have lost that. They were a worse team. Um, I don't. Yeah, I mean, again, it'll be tough to get back to the Super Bowl, but no, yeah. I think
I
we still have a
think
window.
I think the window's open. I think it's not going to be open for much longer.
No,
I think they got a year or two. This is a solid like team, like this
yes,
entire team.
this
I
is
think
like the. I don't know. I
I
was going
think
to compare it to an NBA team, but I don't know.
I think for years to come, Dan Campbell will be able to put squads together that can compete.
Yeah,
But like this Detroit Lions team that
like
he has,
this team with all of the grit and Dan Campbell esque shit, but also two crazy talented running backs, a good enough quarterback, great receivers, very good. Well, I think if they can improve on the defensive side of the ball and stay consistent offensively, they'll be very good.
but and this was another thing is like this was the Detroit Lions team that changed the Detroit Lions narrative.
Exactly.
Like teams in the future aren't going to have that drive to be like we need to change what it means to be a Lion.
Exactly. Like
Like
it's like when you yeah, I don't know.
like this Lion squad has made it easier for players in the future to be okay with being a Lion.
Yes.
There was a time where it's like, fuck, dude, we gotta play for
Holy
Detroit.
shit, I'm a Lions. What would they? I mean, it's a like at least for me, being a Skins fan, I can go. Well, we won three at some point, so cool. The Lions have never even been to one,
Yeah.
so yeah, like it's kind of like the Knicks, but worse. It's like any team that
Yeah, way worse.
anytime their team is good and makes it, but
And then final team, Boston Celtics.
unless something bad happens, unless someone wants to move or do something, I can only see this team getting better.
See, now we'll dive deeper in a few episodes from now on just like how exactly they need to keep their heads above the water while Tatum recovers.
Yeah,
But I will say on a Cliff Notes version, it would be keeping that core around. Like keep like all right, like if in the next like I'm saying it, say Jokic, say Tatum doesn't play next year.
yeah,
And then after next year, maybe Kristaps is gone, or maybe Derek White walks, or maybe Drew Holiday's washed up. It's like y'all gonna start losing them pieces that you just might not be able to. There might be too many voids to fill once Tatum is back 100%, and it's just the Tatum and Brown show, and that's not enough. And that is what worries me. So I'm saying like it's what they do during this recovery that really decides on if this window stays open. Because theoretically, it is temporarily closed.
right now, yes. Like,
Like,
but I don't want to like discredit what the role players of the Celtics team can do or have done, but they definitely look better because of Tatum and Brown. Like,
yeah,
if you, as long as you can keep that duo together, I'm not saying you can put anyone around these guys, but you can throw in some bodies who aren't maybe Drew Holiday, but
I guess,
some
bro. But
decent
they're
defenders in there.
like, like I know that the man's been. I know that at this point the man maybe doesn't age, but like Al Horford's probably gonna retire
Yeah,
before Tatum gets back. It's like they're gonna look a little different when Tatum is 100% on that court again. And I mean, they were the reigning champions, had amazing chemistry, and it's gonna be different. And they
yeah,
might go through a bumpy ass season next year where they win like fucking what 40, 50 games or something.
maybe.
They might be shit. Who knows?
Yeah,
They might because I mean what I mean if I'm Jalen Brown, like I'm just gonna hoop. Give me the fucking ball. I don't care. I mean, we're not winning shit. We're not winning a championship without Tatum. That's just not gonna we have hundreds of millions of dollars in rehab right now. Like,
True.
we're not winning shit. We're not winning shit.
They're not.
They're not. But I
And I
would
mean,
say,
honestly, yeah. I mean, a healthy Celtics with a win in one of those first two games, if they didn't blow two 20-point leads, Tatum stayed healthy the entire series. It's a fairly easy series dub. Plus, they're smoking the Pacers.
I
The
would
tough
hope
task would
so.
be OKC.
But at the end of the day, this is probably just an odd scenario where their window is closed for now,
Yeah.
but is going to like reopen right away.
The second Tatum comes back, yes.
Once he's back. So it's going to be a weird situation. So I guess it's open right now, but it's like it's held by like a fucking wooden stick.
Yeah.
Like it ain't up by itself. All right. Time to get some athletes. I got some facts. And let's fucking see. All right, this first player. This player, in his career, has thrown a touchdown to Darius Hayward Bay, and has caught a touchdown from Sam Darnold.
What the fuck?
He was drafted in the 2011 supplemental draft. He's played for 5 teams. He's the only player in the Super Bowl era to have a season with 1,000+ passing yards, and then a different season with 1,000+ receiving yards.
What the fuck?
And
Muhammad
and after a 2-year hiatus, this quarterback returned as a wide receiver.
Drafted when?
2011.
Tebow? I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, Tim Tebow. Yeah, wide receiver.
2011 in the supplemental draft?
Yeah.
Brother. Am I supposed to know this?
I mean, it's really the only notable quarterback to receiver change with 1,000 yards. I mean, it's pretty rare, I would say. He's the only
Sure.
player to throw for 1,000 yards one year and then turn around and have 1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah.
He threw a touchdown to Darius Hayward Bay, if you remember where he played.
Mm-hmm.
And he caught one from Sam Darnold at one point where Sam Darnold used to play.
Mm.
So maybe an ex-quarterback that used to throw to Darius Hayward Bay. And also someone who used to catch balls.
Geno Smith.
No. No, what? This person has a season where he caught 1,000. He had 1,000 receiving yards.
But a quarterback.
No. This quarterback had a 2-year hiatus and returned as a receiver and finished his career as a receiver, and went on to have 1,000 yards receiving in one of those seasons. He left 2013. He left. Returned in 2015 as a receiver.
I don't know. Why can't I can't think of any quarterbacks who turn into receivers? Am I stupid?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
It's Terrell Pryor.
I wouldn't have known that.
Terrell Pryor. Left, came back, had 1,000 yards with the fucking Browns. I mean,
I know he was a Brown, yeah.
As a receiver.
I didn't realize he was a quarterback. Maybe I did.
He had the longest rush for a quarterback for the longest time, 93 yards as a Raider. Took the fuck off on a read option. Ohio State quarterback, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't have gotten that.
That's great. I mean, you know who Terrell Pryor is, though.
Yes, but I'm not getting it.
Okay. I'm not getting it. Is that what you said? You said, I'm not getting it. Is that what you said?
No, yeah.
That is funny. All right. This next player. This player has more career passing yards than Doug Flutie, but less than Tua. He's played for 4 teams. He has more passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts, but less than Jimmy G. His career record is 37 and 36, and he was drafted the same year as Matt Stafford, LaShawn McCoy, and Clay Matthews.
Joe Flacco.
No.
Matt Stafford.
37 and 36.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God. Matt
When was Stafford
Stafford,
drafted?
LaShawn McCoy, Clay Matthews.
Is that 08?
09, I think. Yeah.
I thought it was 09, but I was
08,
1 year
09.
early.
4 teams. More passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts. Less than Jimmy G. It's 37 and 36. So, wasn't the best at winning football games.
No.
Wasn't the worst.
Cutler?
No.
The Cut Muffin?
It's not. No, not Jay Cutler.
Jesus Christ. Jason Campbell.
No.
That's my favorite quarterback of all time. It's the greatest quarterback of all time. I was him for Halloween one year.
Okay, you can't be Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I didn't do the...
You don't have to. Well, okay,
Yeah.
you can't. Let's be real. You
I
can't.
can't.
You
All I did
can't.
was put on a helmet and his jersey and some pants.
Okay, yeah, and all you have to do is all that and then kiss your dad on the mouth. And you'll be Amon-Ra St. Brown for Halloween.
Deal.
There you go. All right, who's this
I have
player?
no idea. I feel like an idiot.
This player is Mark Sanchez. Yeah, it's Mark Sanchez. Another quarterback who was a
I
little
feel like
bummy.
Mark was drafted in 03.
Oh,
That's just what my brain thinks.
03. Yeah, no, he was
I feel like
drafted
he's an old motherfucker.
a little bit later. Drafted a little bit later. All right. Last player. This player has 6 Pro Bowls. He has more career sacks than Tamba Ali, but less than Jason Pierre-Paul. He has the 6th most sacks in postseason. He has the 6th most postseason sacks in NFL history. He is one of 7 players to have 90-plus sacks, 6-plus interceptions, and 3-plus touchdowns. And he's played for 2 teams.
Any time frames in those hints or no?
21st century.
Thanks. Not Terrell Suggs.
No.
You said 100 sacks, 6 picks, and 6 touchdowns?
90 sacks, 6 picks, 3 touchdowns.
Okay. James Harrison?
No. 6 most season sacks, more sacks than Tom Ali, less than JPP. 6 Pro Bowls.
Postseason sacks.
I say 1 Super Bowl. So I'll give you that. He is a Super Bowl champion.
Von Miller.
No.
DeMarcus Ware.
No.
DeMarcus Cousins. Won a Super Bowl. Teddy Bruschi.
No.
Joking.
It's not the worst guess.
No, really.
2 teams, both NFC.
Both NFC. Clay
White.
Matthews.
Yes.
Hell
Dude, did you hear what my hint was as soon as you said that?
Well, it was simultaneous.
Yeah, I was jokingly rolling my eyes and saying White. And
No,
you
it was
said
simultaneous.
Clay fucking Matthews. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Clay Matthews.
He
Matthews.
Was obviously a Packer and a Ram.
Yep.
Cool.
Which I guess he had just missed the slot for their Super Bowl. Because I thought he was on
the Rams or the
Rams. I thought he was on the Rams Super Bowl team as well, but he wasn't.
He definitely was on that Packers one.
But he was on the Packers. But yeah, no, it was Clay Matthews. Um,
Fire.
but yeah, Clay Matthews,
Sixth
Terrell
most
Pryor.
playoff sacks of all time. Good for him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Packers definitely spent a lot of time in the postseason.
Then, well, they
Not
do always actually.
I guess not in the Super Bowl though.
True.
But yeah, Clay Matthews, Mark Sanchez, and quarterback slash wide receiver
Terrell Pryor.
Terrell fucking Pryor. All right.
Crazy.
Man, we talk the Nuggets losing. We talk the Thunder winning. We talk the Pacers winning. We talk the Giannis leaving. We talk the Bills fans crying when they don't go 17-0. Because that's what they're gonna expect out of their team, who's favored to win every single game. Tush Push is still alive. Angel Reese is angry. What's fucking new? Windows are closed. Windows are
Boo-hoo.
open. Devin, is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here? I figured. That's what I thought. I said, yeah, that's what I thought. I think we've said enough. But with all that being said, we will be back on Saturday. And possibly have a 3-man pod going on the next episode. Which
Threesome.
it's rare. It's rare, but they are tough. So we might have Shane pulling up for the 3-man podcast next episode. But yeah, I guess with all that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.